everybody, and welcome to a Nintendo Dad's First Look. This first look is on Vera Blanc, The Ghost in the Castle. Let me find a little bit of information on this one. So it says here that Vera Blanc is a mystery detective game. It's a take on the role of Vera Blanc, a young woman with the ability to read other people's minds. The game is a mixture of visual novel and adventure game with a collection of challenging mini-games. It says you can also play as a pure visual novel. In this episode, our heroine travels to a small village in central Italy. So this is a kind of like a choose your own adventure type game, and I believe it's a sequel to another game, but I only have this one. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this one. So it shows here the developer is Winter Wolf's Games, and it's published by Ratalaika. And let's see. You can do transitions, you can turn them off, you can skip messages, you can choose whether it skips after choices. You have text speed, auto fast forward time, music volume, and sound volume. Turn these down just a little bit. Okay, so let's see, let's return and let's try out a new game. Read the introduction. New York, April 2005. At age 14, I was looking forward to what the future had in store for me. As a child prodigy and recent university graduate, I was self-assured of my abilities. Life seemed to offer infinite possibilities, and opportunity after opportunity showed up at every corner. Suffice it to say, I was more than a little surprised when I was diagnosed with brain cancer 2 years later. The doctors gave me no more than 6 months to live, but I didn't want to die. I couldn't die. Not when I had barely started living. I'm Vera Blanc, daughter of the multi-millionaire stylist Emmanuel Blanc. I've lived a pretty luxurious life thanks to my father's wealth. He is one of the richest people on earth. My mother, she was one of Russia's top models and died when I was only 2 years old. Emmanuel Blanc. Don't worry, Vera. I won't rest until I find a solution. I don't want to die. There's still so many things I want to learn and so many things I want to do. You won't. I'll give you my word. I won't let this happen again, not to you. But the doctor said, don't listen to them. I'm going to find a solution no matter what. I will save you. Vera. My father has always been so resolute. You could say that success was encoded into his DNA. He always gets what he wants from childhood onward. I regret that as a fundamental truth. Or regard this as a fundamental truth, not regret. This time was no exception. Mr. Blanc. This reminds me of just the Blanc. I'm afraid to inform you that I'm paying you a fortune and all you can do is apologize? Do something. Sir, only a miracle can save your daughter. You know this. There's nothing more I can do for her. No, there has to be some other option. Vera is all I have left. Somewhere near Paris 2 years later. I don't know exactly what happened. My father never told me the details. All I remember is moving back to our house in Paris, where I underwent another procedure with a new team of medics. After the operation, I felt better, much better. But my post-operative life has not been without a fair share of complications. The medics left me with more than a future. They completely rewired my brain to function like a computer. Languages, science, medicine, engineering. I could learn stuff faster than any other person on Earth. Incredible, isn't it? But that's nothing special compared to the other side effect. What's even more extraordinary is that as soon as I recovered, I started to hear voices, or rather other people's thoughts. I can literally read other people's minds. That's a little like tuning into a radio. If I concentrate enough, I can hear what someone is thinking. The experience is almost as intimate as having them whisper their secrets into my ear. It doesn't mean I have full access to their innermost thoughts. My range is limited to what they're thinking at the precise moment I read their mind. In the beginning, I found it an amusing diversion. It's an easy way to kill time. But then the fun didn't last for long, and nobody could withhold secrets from me, not even Patrice. It's hard having a relationship when you can hear your partner's mind every hour of the day. One day my father called me into his office. Vera, promise me something. Excuse me. What is it? You're scaring me. I haven't told anyone. Nobody knows I can read minds. What? I haven't said I haven't said a thing. You just read my mind again, didn't you? I'm sorry. My dear, listen carefully. I'm sorry for my insistence, but can you imagine what would happen to you if anyone else were to find out about the powers you hold? They wouldn't hesitate to abduct you or hold you for ransom. They will treat you as a test subject and dissect you like an animal. That's why nobody knows about your second special skill. Yes, I know. That's why I kept my mouth shut. I never told Patrice a thing. Good. Even my strictest collaborators only know about your incredible memory capacity. Father, I wanted to ask you, can't you turn me back to normal? I don't like living like this. No, it's too dangerous. I'm sorry, but I can't risk you having another surgery. Why have all this ability if I can't use it? I feel like I haven't contributed at all to this world. Useless, that's what I am. Don't speak such nonsense. You are my precious daughter, unless it isn't. Useless isn't in the Blanc vocabulary. Vera, for what reason do you wish to use your powers? The greater good of humanity? Absolutely, why not? Money has never been an issue for us, so I don't need to work. I want to live my life doing something worthwhile. You gave me a second chance, and I don't want to waste it. Alright. If that's what you want. Give me a few days, I'll figure something out. Shortly after our discussion, my father introduced me to someone. Brandon Mackey. You must be Vera Blanc, right? Pleased to meet you. Name's Brandon Mackey, private detective. In the beginning, I didn't understand why my father wanted me to help this guy. 32 years old, former FBI agent, very skilled in using a gun, not an ordinary detective. My specialty is impossible cases, anything involving supernatural, occult, or paranormal. I'm there. Oh, do you actually believe in the existence of supernatural phenomena? Let's just say that if they do, I want to find out. A manual tells me you have an incredible IQ, also mentioned that you have some sort of sixth sense for solving mysteries. My father isn't exactly known for his sense of humor. That's right, you're lucky to have me in your team. I'm far from your everyday commodity. And that's how it all started. I must admit, I'm more than a little scared and intrigued by this new job. But one thing is certain, my near-death experience has prepared me for every possible curveball the world has to throw. The sights, sound, and people in this vast globe are out there waiting, and I don't plan to disappoint them. I want to live every day like it's my last. That's a lot of reading. Alright. We'll play with mini games and see if it shows one. Mini games enabled. If you find the game too difficult, you can try playing without them. You see Brandon has arrived safe and sound. Yes. There's only a minor turbulence when we were flying over Switzerland, but I really don't know why you're afraid of planes. Don't remind me. Trust me, it won't be pretty. Air sickness. Bags exist, you know. Alright, as you wish. So, This time a ghost, right? Yes, our client is Mr. Anastasi. He hired us to investigate this ghost. Did he tell you why? He said that he would explain everything once we were there. Not the most detailed client, but the advance payment was motivation enough for me. And the dogs are awake. Let's see. Sorry about that. Says, here they are again. I need to inform the master that they've arrived. But first I need to find a mirror. I wonder if the ghost exists or just a local legend. Excuse me. Hold on a second. Let me pause this. Alright, hopefully no more dog interruptions. Alright. So this guy is Guido Rossi. Yes. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. Could you direct me to the washroom? Over there. Thank you. Not bad, really not bad. We need more foreign tourists like this one. Power of the dark, power of the light. Open the gates to the master. The flames amass and become one. What is it, Eva? Why are you contacting me from a public place? Master, they're here. What, both of them again? Yes. Just arrived in town. Can't be a coincidence. I don't know. We need to be careful, observe them, but restrain yourself from concocting your own plans. Wait for my orders before proceeding. Do you doubt my abilities? I assure you that last time was a fluke. I could easily kill. Silence. When did I give you permission to voice your dissent? I beg your pardon, Master? We need to evaluate them. Every action of theirs must be scrutinized. It is not yet clear to me whether they are working for us or against us. As much as I respect your methods, sincerely doubt they are working for us. Not intentionally, they may be inadvertently helping us to preserve the balance. I understand, Master. Now go, and keep watching them, and never forget your place, Eva. Well, look at that. Teenagers to this day. I still don't understand the fascination people have with poking holes into their skin. And that's with the sudden interest of tattoos. Those are skateboards. I don't have any of those things when I was a kid. I wouldn't be surprised if I were you. You're from a completely different generation after all. When was it again? The period between the First and the Second World War? What? I don't know where you get your sense of humor, but you might want to read their return policy. I'm slightly older than you. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Actually, Brandon's a pretty sensitive person. I should cut him slack from time to time. For what it's worth, I think you look younger than your actual age. You're complimenting me? I can't say I'm not doubting your health. How should I interpret this? Blanc is a brand name. The rarity of our praise is what makes us valuable in the first place. Would you prefer I take it back? It's in high demand. Ah, what the heck, flattery always works. Alright, so finally a choice. So should we approach the teenagers, look for adults, or wait for Mr. Anastasi? Let's approach. Let's get to know those boys. Maybe they know something. Youths are fond of urban legends after all. I'm sure they'll be more than grateful for an opportunity to share some scary stories. You say this as if you aren't a kid yourself. Mind your manners. I'm slightly younger than you. I thought women liked to be thought of as younger. Sometimes I question your claim of popularity. With a heavy sigh, Brandon stretches out his arms and rotates his head. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. I'll show you how a pro handles the public. Hey, fellas. With arms crossed, you watch Brandon's initiation process. So you know nothing about this ghost? Ghost. Brandon makes a couple of gestures in an attempt to get past the language barrier. The boy with whom he's speaking shakes his head in confusion. His friends snicker while making jokes about the old-timer who doesn't understand Italian. You decide to take pity on Brandon and step forward. The conversation subsides once the boys take in your appearance. Let me handle the talking, Brandon. By all means, Miss Linguophile. Despite his words, you can tell Brandon is thankful for the reprieve. You turn your attention to the group. What can you tell us about the ghost in the castle? You need to speak No need to speak Italian, miss. I know English. What do you need? A muscular teenage boy steps forward among his friends. He is without question the opposite of Brandon as a young boy. The piercings and tattoos decorating his body are incalculable. He grins confidently, shaking Brandon's hand firmly. I'm Filippo. I'm not even gonna try. Bernie. Who are you? We came here to investigate the ghost. You, a detective of the paranormal. Ha ha ha. This guy's a riot. The boys hold their stomachs as they laugh. Alright. I'm going to try to get to a minigame in this. So I'm gonna pause the recording and fast forward through the story just a little bit and see if I can find a minigame to give as an example of what you'll see if you decide to play this game. So let's take a look for a minigame. Alright, so this is a minigame. I found one, and we're going to attempt to read this guy's mind. Understanding discovered 5 of 34, percentage 14. So I guess we're just supposed to pick a letter. So A's. No T's. S's. E is usually pretty safe. Yep. And try it N. No N's. Alright, I got one attempt left. I don't know that I really have any idea. Try an M. No M's. Alright, we failed. So do we want to pay him 25 euros, pay him 100 euros, or flirt with him? Let's see if we can get this for free. Is that so? How disappointing. I was hoping to stay in Italy for a little while longer without your help. I have no reason to be here. My help? Yes, at this point, you are the only one who can help me. You look at him with watery eyes. We haven't had much luck. At this rate, we'll have to give up on our investigation. And to think we just met, too. I was looking forward to getting to know you. Getting to know me? If only I had more information, I'd be getting out of your way. Then I don't want to bother you any more than necessary. Wait, didn't you hear what I said? I have some info. Really? Oh, but I don't want to trouble you. It's no trouble at all. Filippo flushes, surprised at the intensity of his reaction. He shifts his gaze away from you as he speaks. Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know much. The ghost isn't something new to this town. His existence is part of our local lore. Still, he's been showing up more often than usual as of late. You can find him in the castle. So, new clue added under general section, ghost. So I think we can look at clues. You can do general, characters, objects, locations. So the ghost is a local legend, but recently he has been sighted more often than usual. So I think this is probably about as far as I'll go into this, because it's who knows how long it's going to be before I come across another game, and I'm sure that the mini games are all like that, where you solve a kind of like a hangman puzzle, I guess. But so yeah, it's just an interactive storybook, and I could sit here and read the whole thing, but I think you guys get the picture. So it's basically just a storybook, and then every once in a while you have to attempt to read somebody's mind with your powers, and it brings up a puzzle to do so. So this has been, oh, what is the name of this? Vera Blanc, The Ghost in the Castle. And I believe there's the first game also, which probably gives you a little more of the story of how all this becomes, because there is some mention of like a first case in the story, and like them teaming up, like this isn't the first time and things like that. So if this is something you're interested in, you might want to go back and play the first game. But I don't think it's necessary. I think you could do either or. But this game released on the 29th, so it's already out. And like I said, is developed by Winter Wolves Games and published by Ratalaika. So I'd like to thank them for giving us a code to look at this interactive story. And right now it is on sale for $3.99 on the eShop, and that sale lasts till February 19th. Its normal price is $4.99, so you can get $1 off if you go buy it now. And I will look and see what, yeah, so the first game in the series was called Vera Blanc Full Moon. It looks like it's a story about a werewolf, and it is also $4, and it came out in November of 2020, so just a couple months ago. So maybe this is like a running book series that they're going to put on here. But yeah, if you're interested in finding out what happens in the story, go check this one out. It seems like just it's a normal interactive storybook. But that's all for me, and I'll see you guys on the next First Look. Bye now.